Welcome, this is Scott from My Life's Reward. We're in the middle of a 22-mile ride, and we're just finishing up the last third of it. We are getting ourselves closer to the top of this loop where we did have a nice little sitting spot on a hill. I believe that's all been lumbered off. I didn't ride up in there to see if that was indeed the case, but I'm pretty sure it's been logged. So trail conditions continue to be nice and wet as far as dust free, which is always a bonus. The autumn colors didn't change on us in the middle of the ride, so they look spectacular. And great conversation with Keith as we finish up this ride today. There was a spot as we get to the junction where I turned the camera off and then I forgot to turn it on. And about a mile of the trail hasn't been recorded. You didn't miss much. You missed me getting off and on the quad several times to pick up branches and sticks from the logging operation that was going on. So not much that you missed there. With that, enjoy the ride and I'll catch you at the end. And so your daughter and your son are growing up in that house? Yeah. And is it a grandson, right? Yeah. So is it pretty safe? That sucks. They took that right there was where the sitting spot was, and they cut all the way up to it. I think so, anyway. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because the last time I was here, they had clear cutted that side. Huh. Yeah, I was surprised to see that cut over there. Yeah, they're just going to cut the whole dang thing. As soon as I find some flat land here, I'm going to take a break, if that's all right with you. Sure is. Yeah, all my life it's just nothing but disappointment, right? Get your hopes up. Are you ready to go then? Oh, so nice. I could be sitting in my office right now. Nah. I work for a guy that, yeah, probably shouldn't talk on video. He'd probably listen to it. he's nice enough to me and everything. I just don't agree with some of the stuff that goes on. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Really? Hey, there you go. The trail chicken. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I thought about that. It's going to be hard because I've been at the same place for going on 36 years now, But, so many other people have left that I work with. And really, the generation that is there now is younger than I am. And I see. Huh. Goodness. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, those big box stores sure took out a lot of family-owned places, I don't remember all this stuff. Didn't think there were any hills over on this side, but I guess there is. I guess when you go up, you got to go down at some point. I gotta put my fold-up saw in here. Can you hear me all right? I gotta put my fold-up saw in here because one time I was out here and I saw a birch tree with the with that big growth that you know, I have chaga, you know, and yeah, and it's very medicinal. I mean, they're the birch trees that have that on there are already dead or close to being dead. That's a disease that they get. When you see that on there, that means, I mean, no, that's not true. They do live, and then you're supposed to cut it back, and then it'll keep growing. But they are diseased, and they don't have a long lifespan after they get that. Plus, if I have my folding saw, if the winch can't pull something off, I can cut it, you know? I don't know, man. A hatchet, I'm always less likely to hurt myself with a saw than a hatchet. Oh, okay, all right. Wow. Yeah, what are those robo grip things? Those X grips. Your rack's built for the little inserts. Yeah, as is this one. It'd be pretty easy to have some of those X grip things and hold some of those tools, you know. So they're handy. Oh, look at that. Somebody's all set up with their blind. Are you supposed to? Huh. Okay. Oh, so, aha. We're going to be coming up to a junction here pretty soon. Getting dusty at all? Good. I'm noticing not any water on the trail here. Watch these sticks here. They're sticking out. Pretty good. Good. Let's see. My lid was open on the trailer. The bar fell down. I've got number 3 still to go here, whatever that is. Everything happens in threes. Are you superstitious like that? The curse. All right, so the junction should be right up here. And that's right. That's on the right side, so we're supposed to go left? Nah, something doesn't make sense. That's on the right. We're going south. I want to go there. It would seem like I would need to go there. Oh, yes. So I want to go... Yeah. So you see that? I want to go down this blue one, not the green one. So when I'm going south, if it's left, I gotta go right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I gotta go right. Okay, I'm good. I'm back. And right would make sense, so yeah. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna set that up so north is everything is referencing, well, not north but up. That way I don't have to make the translation. So when I'm going south, I got to think opposite. So that's right. I want to go on this one, so I go this way. Yes, okay. And sure enough, we're going down the blue line. Well, what do you know, huh? Well, maybe my second one. Oh, thank you. Oh, no kidding. Oh, I see. I don't like, there's only two things that I worry about when I'm leading. Yep. And people putting wires across the trail. I have that happen over on the other side of the state. There was a wire across the trail. I don't know if it was intentional or not. I don't know if it was marking off land or not. I don't know. But it didn't have any flags on it. There wasn't any sign. Yeah, now it wasn't a trail like this. It was it was a 2-track. Wait, watch out. Stumper on the left there. It absorbed it real nice. That sign seems weird. It shows Jeeps. I don't think so. No. I think so. look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. I think somebody's playing a joke. Yeah. They want to be able to deer hunt back in here, so they want to bring their Jeep, and then if they get in trouble, well, it says it right there on the sign. Yep. Yeah. That was the White Cloud Trail. Yeah, that's where I drove off the bridge there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I made that go on way too long. I should have just taken the whole thing right off the mountain. It's like, come on, Scott, you're better than that. I was just being lazy. We're towards the end there, where I went down that dead end road. I was really close to going down that road. That was at the end of that cul-de-sac. I think I would have seriously regretted that, though. Yeah. And the fact that that cul-de-sac, there was a marsh area right there, I was like, boy, I don't know. Yeah. But the problem is I had to ride down M20. That's a no-no. Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble. I'll probably get a ticket in the mail. Yeah. I'll be darned. I see. Right. Well, I do stupid stuff. But I don't do illegal stuff. A lot. I don't do a lot of illegal stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There. Oh, yeah. So we were on an overland over to Lake Huron. That was our longest one we ever did, I think. Well, maybe not. It was about 500 miles. And early on, right near, we started from Higgins Lake, and pretty close to between Higgins and St. Helen, that branch that just moved off the road, I went over a branch and it snagged my back rear brake line, and it caused a leak, okay? Well, at least Kyle's, probably yours is the same. We got ourselves a junction here. On the 570, when that brake line is gone there and you can't depress your front brake, it doesn't hydraulic up, pressure up. It doesn't let the starter engage. So we went all the way down. I don't know, maybe that road isn't off limits, I don't know, but All right, so we don't want to go right. We want to go straight. Oh, no. Yeah, that was outer. We're going to repeat that. Doesn't really look like we can get back. Oh, yeah, we can get back across right there. Okay. So we're going to go down and then we're going to cut over that way. Yeah, there's just a little small 50-inch kind of down. So when we're going south, the one that is to the right, we have to turn left. We're going to have to go that way. And then that'll take us on the other outer trail, and that'll let us close the loop. So we're almost done. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, okay, so we don't want to go that way, we want to go straight. So anyway, Kyle had to tow me from kind of halfway between Roscommon and St. Helen on that state road. And police were passing us, two of them. They saw our situation and they were, now maybe it wasn't a state road, maybe it wasn't a true M road, I don't know. Yeah. So whatever road goes between Roscommon and St. Helen, that's the one we were on, and we didn't get in any trouble. Yeah, maybe it is. We didn't get in trouble. I wasn't videoing at the time though, but the police passed us twice. Different police cars, like a state and a county. Well, tomorrow's my mother-in-law's birthday, so I have another vacation day tomorrow. And it's supposed to be nice, a little cloudier today, but nice mild temperatures like this. We're going to go up to Traverse City, spend the day with her. I mean, she lives in Big Rapids, but we're spending a day trip up in Traverse City. That's a nice town, or a nice city there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much, it's out of a lot of people's leagues, for sure. Yeah. What's that? Oh, I see, okay. Yeah. Like a bucking Bronco, huh? Oh, man. Got a wet foot. It's too late. I got my right foot wet. A real good soaker. All right. Well, the stop sign, I believe, closes the loop. It sure does. That's where we went in. what a nice trail system. Strongly recommended. The west side of the river, going over the Jonesville Bridge and hitting that inner loop. Man, is that nice. Those elevation changes and the scenery, just beautiful. And if you want to check out Leota on the east side, you have the advantage of that leading over to 27, which leads over to the Denton Trail system and eventually the St. Helen Trail system if you want to do that and go that far. So great trail system, great ride, great conversations with Keith. Thanks, Keith, for coming along. Appreciate it. And with that, I want to thank you for stopping by the channel and checking this video out. And until next week, take care.